Existence Brewing.
Okay, Cosmic Kiddos, it's time for another Existence Brewing download.
Last time we had justification is always just one thought away, because after all, it is. You ever, know that you're going to run the red light? You don't have the distance to stop. This is just a miniature example, but just you don't have the room to stop, and you proceed anyway, and you run the red light, plain as day.
Right.
And then you go, well, nobody got hurt. There was nobody in the crosswalk, and a cop didn't see it. I didn't do it, therefore, and nobody got hurt, and it didn't hurt anybody.
It didn't happen, right?
Justification is always just one thought away. And so it's literally everything from the shallowest things like, oops, I was preparing coffee for me and my wife in the kitchen, or I was getting our hot chocolate for the kids, and I accidentally let a little spittle, or I have a bit of a head cold right now, and a little bit of my post-nasal drip splashed into my kids' cocoa, but I don't want to fucking remake it. And after all, they've already been exposed to it, and they're, Tommy's had it twice. I'm just going to serve it to them. It's no big deal. No one's going to get hurt. Justification is always just one thought away, all the way up to, boom, or stab, stab, stab. And then, take a few steps back and go, well, they had it coming. Justification is always just one.
They ran into
away.
me.
So, yeah. So there's that. So another little shorty you can put in your pocket is no deed goes unequalized. And that's for all of us believers and lovers of karma, or at least us acceptors, I guess, we don't have to love karma. We just have to know that it exists in some way and it works. It's always churning, because you notice I didn't say good or bad deed.
No, I noticed that.
Yourself, that's all. But no deed goes unequalized. Whatever you do in the world will, in fact, it will mirror the scientific principles that we have learned as well. Every action, equal and opposite reaction, exact same thing for your actions and your intent. Cannot stress intent enough in these little chats philosophically with you, because intent is the specter. It's the shadow that follows action. Action has a shadow, and it's called intent. And all action is just the carrying out of whatever is needed for the intent to become a reality. Sometimes we don't go through with it, but our intent is always casting a shadow. And so, again, therefore, no deed goes unequalized with that shadow, intent, or with the actions themselves, because you're going to find that as you immerse yourself in this experience, like I have enough times over again, if you have any recollections of your past lives at all, even in the most minute of ways, that's how it works. All of the scientific principles that we're introduced to are extremely similar, if not almost exact replications, the same thing in a sense that we would call metaphysical or spiritual. The spiritual realm is very similar, and so that's one of those ways. Scientifically, every action has an equal and opposite reaction that it generates. Boom. Same exact thing when it comes to spiritual actions and intent. They have an equal and opposite reaction in the world that they exist within. So something to keep in mind.
Man, all the knowledge that they receive from this well.
It's not knowledge. They're just ideas.
We hope this download brewed up something for your existence. To find more, and for full episodes of Existence Brewing, check out the podcast at existencebrewing.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts online.
Existence Brewing.